as they were looking very A-heavy early. So now it's all about, can you get the retake to work or not?
Yeah, I mean, look at the two attackers all the way in the spawn, right? The players here on the site, unfortunately, not in the best situation as Nature quickly makes work of 3. Turret, to give the information that the players are here. Front sight, looking to defuse this spike. Unfortunately, 4 players still alive against Nilly here, and it's hard to IGL your way out of this position. And 7 will hop onto the spike. Pure being asked, gonna find a couple of kills, make it 3. No way! Pure just did that! Full buy. And, well, not a fully vacant site. I thought 7 might try and leave as a dash into garage. Zeldris gonna look to take that space. 7 still here on the site. Beautiful paranoia across the site, and the spray comes through. And 7 finds 2. Now, unfortunately, stuck in a tough situation as Pure and GMD gonna trade kills back and forth. Unfortunately for OREsports, the bodies, they've all fallen. These pistols, the SMGs, they just weren't enough. And 7 damn near solo.
He's playing the corner right now. He's going to start getting some support, but that Cosmic Divide is blocking Campeki from truly being able to help him out. It's all about whether they check their corners or not, and they do, but it's an equal exchange on the kill feed thus far.
Spike down, C.
Yeah, unfortunately, Zeldris just a little quicker than the play, quicker than they wanted it to be. Campeki collects 3 kills on the round, leaving it all up to the newly appointed IGL here.
For overly watched by both Corey and Campeki, and he doesn't have really any time either.
10 seconds left.
Okay, allowed the first. Stun reveals the position of Campeki, but as you said, time now of the essence. It's only kills here for Nilly that will win the round, and he finds 2 of 3.
They've killed a lot of clock. OR has not really taken too much space. Now they're finally going for the C-split, but there's already a pretty good rotation here from TSM.
Yeah, they were hoping that TSM had rotated off of this after OREsports cut noise. 7 gonna get fist through the cloud burst. Maybe some more behind it. It's Jonah and Nilly taking this C site, refusing to allow TSM onto it. They shut the door in their face. Campeki is here to try and battle it back, and now he has to do it all himself. The time was ticking. The round will go the way of... And Zeldris and Lear, they're gonna have to step forward here. Jonah also looking to do it. So a 3v2 here inside the link. Operator in hand, dashes on, nothing spotted just yet. Instead, it's Corey to get spotted. It's Campeki to bail him out. The backstab comes through from GMD. The long con finally pays off. And the
teams. There's a lot of commitment here from TSM.
Yeah, this early aggression, it was alluded to in the video that we watched. 7 said some of these rounds might be over in 10 seconds, and both of these teams are living up to that as once more the A-Lobby massacre goes the way of TSM as they push all the way through, and there's just no end. Cloudburst goes out, GMD maybe not spotted, still not spotted, but look at this, all an elaborate ruse. The problem with this elaborate ruse is it draws defenders to this side of the map from A. They're already on B. The hit's coming out towards C, and Corey's gonna have some reinforcements, but he needs them right now, and he just doesn't have them in time. GMD trying to find a timing through the nano swarm. The shrouded step, but it's not to safety. He's atop the platform, and Nilly will punish. No OREsports, they take a timeout, and they seem to have figured out this defense of TSM, but they're not out of the woodworks just yet. Oh my God, maybe they are, as Jonah takes matters into his own hands with an enemy rifle. And
they get that opening kill on B against Zeldris. We over towards middle, so that's what the difference is here. Now they have control of a link area with Zeldris pressing aggressively, and he finds the kill on Campeki, and that could be what saves them.
7 though, gets one back. 2 players here inside garage. It's always 7, it's always GMD working hand in hand, and finally the play out towards mid, it's starting to work. But 2 players to worry about here for GMD as Nature walks on up, completely unexpected. A player here in the corner, and it's Nilly to scoop up 2 rounds of his own, stacks them together, and Corey forced ahead for the hills. OREsports once more seemingly have a read on this TSM defense.
Yeah, again, I think the big difference maker here for us here and organize this retake effectively. Good paranoia trying to set up their jet to get into sight. 7 keeping Zeldris at bay at middle.
Yeah, Zeldris playing the long con here. Pure never gonna get cleared. The shots through the box, they land for 2, but it's all up to the young gun who found his first kill earlier here in the rounds, expecting the player inside garage. There's 2 to his name, and it's the operator on the other side. The spike's halfway, the dash across, so he's got the information, a jump peek. He'll stay alive as Corey gonna hop onto the spike once more, and the time continues to tick as there's ice in his veins. It's Zeldris for the eBay clutch. Or ahead in the round, sure, but they would love to have a bit more.
Now we're seeing the rest of TSM trying to close in on this C side of the map. They're getting some space, but they're not able to clear Nilly off the back. The 7 goes down. Great grab ball there. Nilly's able to play off of that too. Nature and Campeki, and Corey, though, just immediately pinstripe the kill feed and get him back into a 2-on-2.
Yeah, doable one here for TSM. Started a bit sideways for the team. Now Campecki gonna try and take matters into his own hands. No, instead it's Corey. Both players peek, and it's Zeldris, the one who falls. Lear in another clutch situation. Not as daunting, not as tall of a task, but still a 1v2. Only a classic. Both players spotted, planted. Surely he just gets run down. No way he finds a kill into Campecki, and look at this. 24 HP separates Lear from a clutch. Corey plays safe. Lear not gonna give up anything here. Both of the players low in HP. It'll only take a couple of shots either way. Hop up onto logs. Corey completely unnoted inside garage. He snuck away. And the spike's not planted for him. He's not gonna go for it. Lear's just gonna stick it, and this is everything that one
here, but not before the fault line comes out to give space for Corey to dash into the site, but he gets melted by some of that nano swarm damage, and now he's stuck out in awkward space trying to still make something happen, but eventually taken down. Nature able to get one, but still the kills are favoring OREsports as the spike gets planted. They have the man advantage in this retake.
Yeah, damage dealt and completely separating Corey from his team. Meanwhile, 7, it's caught on the lurk. So the 3 players remaining for TSM are here on this A site. They want to try and hold on to it, not get too far from it. Campecki gonna find the first onto Zeldris. Now the odds are even as an aftershock will force the player out from graffiti. A beautiful flash, and everybody was hit by it. But it's TSM who get it done in the end. I don't think it spots anybody. Zeldris feeling comfortable to walk up here.
Yeah, he's trying to take the angle again, but Seven's waiting for it. That's easy pickings for him as he was up against a weakened target. That's going to cause the floodgates to open. TSM wasting no time trying to follow it up here with the attack, but Lear finding the timing onto Sewers. Jonah slips in under heaven undetected, but Corey still finds the frag. How is that?
Wow, Campecki.
It seemed like Jonah should have had Corey dead to rights under heaven, and then that could have been a whole different ball game at that point, but as it
towards A, and Lear survives. TSM have invested so much into this round, but they're just not getting anything. And finally, they make their way onto the site, but they're met by the sheriffs and the rifles of OREsports. As 7 now reeling in it all with 10 seconds. 7 here of TSM's, both players just on his left. The stars come down. They expect to play out towards short. Now with nothing being heard, nothing being seen, it's expecting long, and Nilly plays inside the smoke, keeps his teammate alive, and OREsports grab. And with that info, Lear wants to back away off the angle. Spots 2 players. Backs away safely. Fault line comes through. It should force off the angle. Corey out with the knives, and the upshot still lands. Zeldris was not stunned. And now he wants some more with knives of his own. But he has to answer to Nature. He gets cut down. If Nature had some blades of his own. Now a lockdown for the defense. Trying to retake this site. 7 still sitting on his. Instead, it's a Hunter sure to try and deal with this one. And that's exactly what it'll do. One more shot as a lockdown goes.
So a really good trading efficiency there for TSM on the A site. We'll tie this thing back up at 9 apiece. Yeah, they do. Look at this. Just really trying to pinch onto C, including the ult here from Gavon. Catches them completely off guard. Huge frags. Pure able to get one back and maintain control.
For the next 2. Only spots 1 of 2, though. Nilly still unnoted in their positioning. Flash available. And that rifle from Lear looked like it was trying to get out of dodge. He ran away for just a moment, but he comes back to try and help his teammate out. The hills, no real way to get back in without having to run into 2 players or take the long way around. And although OR have made this one doable, a barrel spotted, a player killed here on the site, then Corey will make sure that the 2 1v1 utility to try and stall. It's full util here for the stall. Cosmic Divide to cut the A site from long and short, so the players here won't have help that way. Fault line queued up, flashes are out, Nilly gonna find the first. Now the Cloudburst come down, and Nilly does it again. When this player's playing well, so are OREsports, and it's down to 2 for both, as Lear's been left in a clutch situation once more. Plenty chances here on Haven, here on the map. Now has another one here. A flash is out, Campecki not blinded.
Here, just whatever he wants, but they're gonna test A. There's only 2 people here, but his paranoia is likely not... Oh, no, it does hit. Okay.
Yeah, hits the first. Does it find the second? Shrouded step. Unfortunately, that one, again, not to safety. Rolling Thunder up close and personal, but 7's unaffected. Meanwhile, the rest of the TSM are stunned up, sure. Feeling a little bit dizzy after that one. But a player ahead, Campecki, needs to be careful sitting on 22 HP. 22 health separating this one from a 2v2. Meanwhile, Nilly on the back lines, and Campecki's got help. He thought this was going to be a free kill. There's going to be one more behind it. Nilly seemed ready for it. But it's all up to Lear once more. A 1v2, a tag onto one, the information on the other. Spots the nanos to come on down. Those will be dealt with via shock dart. Looks to run down 7, but he plays the wall perfectly, and TSM have done it. Back and forth we go until the very end. 23 rounds is what it took for TSM's map one. He kind of got noticed playing at the start of his career. So Viper utility, gonna separate the players for just a moment. That'll go down, and it's Eldris in a 1v4. Unfortunately, not the way that you wanted this one to start, as Kempeki and Corey.
I'm not where I need to be right now. that is a tough one, and TSM are looking to take this one with dominance, it seems, as they still have all 5 players up right now. Pure has been discovered in the back halls. They know where Jonah is as well.
One enemy remaining.
Jonah able to get one, but it's immediately traded by Corey.
Okay, the vision was there. The vision was there.
And get that intel, and they're following behind it rapidly.
I think the thing that still worries me, though, is there's a smoke separating the rest of the team here from B main. So Corey's going to work his way on through that gravity well, but so slow and taken down. There goes the op as well. The defense is holding tight. It's Pure. The scoop up 3. Finally, Nature's able to get those kills back, and we're even across the board.
It's inside the rafters. I don't know if Lear will have read that. Guiding light goes out, detects nothing. What an angle Nature has, but it's been sniffed out.
I mean, unbelievable that he spotted the barrel but loses the duel, and now it's the dueling skies. Flash almost retrieved. OREsports, the 5-player strong, and they're expecting somebody to look for a desperation play. Right behind the Trailblazer, Nature pushes forward, spots the first, the leaping Jonah steals the kill right back, so numbers in favor of the defense once more. Ults are just around the corner. Gravity well goes down. Spike still ticking, though. Somebody's going to have to deal with that one as Kempeki tries to duck away. It's Corey and GMD to scoop up a couple of kills of their own. And now it's all up to very familiar Lear. A 1vx situation. It's his forte, but Corey, he unfortunately couldn't hit the shot. And look at that. Everything goes down. Nature collects it first. It's kill out towards mid. Showstopper goes wide. Sabrosa somehow makes an appearance here on the server as TSM just run through this defense. Zeldris able to steal one back. Shorty now in hand as that smoke subsides. Will go back to the operator. Just not an angle to deal with. Nature does it again.
Lee canceled out Jonah's Showstopper. It got nothing.
Zeldris.
And the op will not get saved. Just over towards A here. Have a fight for middle going on here. TSM wasting no time pushing in the fence, and oh, nearly got overwhelmed there.
And I love the split across the map. Zeldris does eventually go down, or does find the kill onto Nature, excuse me, but the play that's happening across the map is that double dash and flash, and it works out perfectly. Meanwhile, Zeldris once more spinning here, couldn't quite wrap his head around where this TSM attack was coming from, and it's all 4 players through main now. Nobody up inside heaven as that Cosmic Divide comes down. Paint shells go out. Jonah trying to work his way onto the site through Blast Pack, but unfortunately that satchel was not quick enough. So the jetpack is stripped from the jet, or from the rays, excuse me. Oh no.
Oh, hi there.
Yep, Kempeki's got Pure VNS. He was trying to hide in the attack. Now it does disperse, dissipates, flashes come out, smokes go up, paint shells to follow, and things are getting weird. We see some double dive on the opposite side. The dash on in, it's the blast packs, but it's Corey to go unnoted. But there's still more work to be done for TSM. 2 players still to worry about as the paint shells right at his feet for Nature. Put him in a tough spot, then Pure hops on the spike to get it halfway, won't stick it the rest of the way, will take the fight for 1. Now needs to do it again, and it's GMD. Off the site, the spike's halfway, and that's gonna be the round. Pure does it in the clutch. Big investments, and well, the biggest of the investment here is Zeldris, who gets shaken by a bit of damage. No way, lines up 2 though. TSM give up way too much to the young Jet, and he's happy to oblige in way of kills. Corey, now the next one up, and the rocket was used, maybe a bit of over.
On other areas of the map, Zeldris is still holding B lobby, so there's still some potential problems here. Jonah had a great angle there, but I like Nature's immediate response on A ramps. He is going to spot Lear as well, and he's going to look to run him down, and he gets it. Finally, Pure trades him, but the damage has already been done.
And Zeldris goes aggressive. Meanwhile, Pure goes from locking down the B site to now trying their hand here at this A site. Smoke goes up, and 7 is able to capitalize on the kill. Player on the angle at any moment. From the blades to the rifle, 7 now wields the Vandal. Speaking of rifles, it's a scoped rifle for Zeldris. Updraft to try and create some chaos here in it all. The push onto the site, then Jonah capitalizes. The duels go the way of OREsports. The flash got a little weird. Zeldris gonna push on through. Paint shells keep Nature at bay for now. Meanwhile, though, Zeldris getting a little too far ahead of the rest of the team. Smoke goes out, and what the heck? Campeki, what's in your classic?
Remaining.
It looked so good. They were taking this B side until Campeki. Did he right-click?
Dude, he just dominated him with the classic, bro. I don't know. That was wild scenes. Now they're just going hunting.
Seemingly more than enough, especially here on Split, starting to become activated as Corey was just blinded up, and he was just following himself. The yellow brick road led him, unfortunately, to his death. Nature also meeting that same fate. So OREsports, they get that spike planted. Now they get to play defense on top of it and only have 3 to worry about. That Marshall shot won't quite land the way that 7 was hoping. Zeldris able to deal with that one. GMD battles back for the next, and unfortunately, these Bulldogs are starting to get scary here. They're barking with 2 more to worry about. Lear's next up, and he's got low HP. Now Nilly has to try and hang on, and unfortunately, they're both swinging him. The retake, it looked shaky. Arms of Corey, who catches him, carries him back sight. They'll play the alleyway. Although it seemed difficult to take this side, OREsports, they've done that. Now they need to try and halt this attack of the squad, work their way through the site. It's a nice little triangle setup here. Nilly takes down GMD, dropping on. TSM working against the clock, so a bit of chaos maybe to be found as Nilly finds another kill for himself. The backstab was there, and Zeldris just needs to try and hang on. Just needs to buy a bit of time, but it doesn't.
Support mid or B as soon as it's called for.
Oh, Jonah? Okay. Blast pack deep, unfortunately, runs into 2. Had it only been Corey, that play works wonders as Zeldris goes up and over the top. He's met by 7, but a 1-for-1 trade here at A, and that trade out towards mid makes things even across the board, and they do it again. They find themselves equalized here in the round. It's doable for OREsports. They have the spike. Lear needs to get it onto the site as the Seekers go out. They'll ping both players up in heaven, and there goes the spike. Nature does it again. Viper's pit is down, but unfortunately, Nilly has laser there. Didn't spot Zeldris, so Nature, lack of information, gets punished for it. Operator here, though, shoulder spotted. Surely they know that 7 still has this in hand, and with the paint shells out, Jonah just could not punish the angle. 7 goes back to it, a cloud burst down, and a backstab from Corey. Find the kill onto Nilly. Meanwhile, the rest of the team is starting to get cut down, and Zeldris needs to try and match as the right click goes wide. It's all up to the rifle with 53 HP. Make it 18. GMD a bit more worse for wear, and that'll do it. TSM, they best the 13-6 that DSG was able to put up. They do it one better, and they close